Ankit Sahay, a senior data engineer from Verizon, is discussing about the best B.Tech CSE program of India.
Hi Ankit, how are you?
Yes, I'm good. How are you?
I'm all good, yeah, I'm all good. Ankit is a senior developer in Verizon. You might have hired and worked with lot of freshers. What's the number one challenge that you see whenever you hire a fresher?
So, as you are saying, right, I have hired a lot of freshers, and I have worked with a lot of freshers also. I have been in a lot of mentorship program. There are few problems definitely that I see with the freshers these days, right? So, one of the first problem is the skill gap, right? So, the technical knowledge that the freshers gain out of the college these days is not up to the mark what is expected in the market or in the industry, right? So some of them are totally theoretical, right? Some of them have a very bare minimum practical aspect to it, right? And they are not exactly ready for the industry,
Got
right?
it.
And there is a gap there, right? Because when you come to the industry or any organization, the expectation from the developer is you have to start your work from day one, right? After a bare minimum, like handoff or knowledge sessions and all that, right?
Is it because of the engineering programs that are run in these universities and colleges? Various colleges, universities have mushroomed up and offering
Yep.
engineering programs. And what do you see? Is this problem is because of these colleges and universities?
Definitely, one of the factors is the colleges have 4 years with the students. I believe that they are not doing a very good job, at least the curriculums and everything, right? First is the outdated curriculum itself, right? I have been a B.Tech student myself. I know what I had been taught in my colleges, and then what was asked from me when I went to work for a company, right? So there's a clear gap. I was an electronics and communication student, right?
Wow,
So what
wow.
was taught to me in one of the communication classes was, microprocessor 8085, right? So that was what was taught. But if you see, that was something that was built in 1970s or so, right? Today we don't even talk about it. The moment I stepped into the market, what was asked are things like Arduino or Raspberry Pi, things like that, right? So there is no connection. That is a way, and that's obviously true for all the domains. Even in
Yes.
CSE, right? What is being taught
C++.
is very outdated than what is required in the
See,
industry. Yeah, people are
and
not aware of what the test case is, right? So practical aspect of things are missing, right? You
yes.
are a good C programmer, you have been asked to code a palindrome or things like that. But then after that, when it comes to real world practical application, that's when the gap starts becoming wider and wider. And one more aspect that I feel in today's, what is a B.Tech colleges, right? The soft skills and the networking part, right? So when and I see this a lot of a problem, right? When a fresher comes into an organization, right? They are lacking that kind of a skill, and especially if you are working in a big organization, right? You
Yep.
must have a good communication skill. You must have a good networking skill. So I'll take an example, right? Even in Verizon, where I work, right? Verizon has an employee base of 150,000 employees,
Yep.
right? You obviously cannot know everyone,
Yep.
right? And most of the time, the work is interdisciplinary,
Yep.
right? The moment you start application, you will be told that okay, talk to this person from this team or that person from that team. That moment onwards, if you are not having proper communication skills, proper soft skill, networking skill, if people don't know you, right, it will be very difficult to take things forward. That's something that B.Tech is also missing.
What do you think about the assignments, pen and paper assignments that you were given in the college?
We had done a lot of we had theories, assignments, as you are saying, right? We were given kind of, homeworks, summer vacations, homeworks, and all that, right? So, books and books to solve, right? Like
Did it
50 problems every subject, things like that. Yep. And all pen and paper things were there.
the program that we have built? What is your candid response on this?
I saw the semester programs and all that, right? You guys have things like system design,
Yep.
React.js, AWS, right? DevOps. And that's something that even I am using every day in my job,
Yep.
right? So I know a person who is going to come out of this program, right, is going to be ready to work in my team also, right?
Yep.
Because I have worked in React.js. My team is working on DevOps. My team is working on SQL, NoSQL, right? They are using cloud technology, right? So that's one of the best thing. Thank you
So
so much.
thank you, thank
Thank
you,
you for
thank you,
having
Ankit.
me.
Thank you for your time.
Very excited to connect you guys again.